A set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. Distinct to mean each object in a set should only appear once and it should not be repeated. So, let's say for example, if we have a collection of colors as A and B, which is also a collection of colors, A is a set because none of the colors is repeated, but B is not a set because the red color is repeated. Same case, let's say if we have C, which is a collection of positive integers from 1 to 5, and we have D, which is also a collection of positive integers from 1 to 5 to 4, and D is not a set because 3 is repeated, but C is a set because none of the integers is repeated. So, A and C are sets. We use curly braces to notate a set. So, to make A and C sets, we need to put the curly braces in front of the end of each of the sets. Each item in a set, we call it an element or a member of that set. So, for example, the red, blue, green, gold, and purple colors are all elements or members of set A. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all members or elements of set C. So now we know A and C are sets. We can learn about the symbols used in sets. And the most important symbols in sets are these two. And the first one, it means is a member of, meaning if I write it like this, I mean the red color is a member of a set A. So it's the next color, the next one, and the last one. And also 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all members of set C. We have another symbol which means it's not a member of. So if I write like this, the black color is not a member of set A. And if you go to set A, you can for sure see there is no black color. And so is this color. It is not in set A. Also, 6 is not a member of set C. So if you go to set C, you cannot see 6. So it's 7. 7 is also not a member of set C. So this symbol means it's a member of, and this one means it's not a member of. We can build sets using notation or using the normal curly braces and listing the elements. So in this case, let's try to build one using the notation. So we can have W, which is equals to, we put curly braces first, then we put, for example, X, such that X is a positive integer less than 7. We can list all the elements of W. But before we list the elements, this, what we have built here, is called a set notation. So if we want to list the elements of W, we are told they are X, such that X is a positive integer less than 7, meaning because positive integers start from 1 all the way to infinity, but we are told the last one should be less than 7, and the positive integer which is less than 7, but near 7 is only 6. So these elements of X should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All those are the elements of 6, or what X represent. Then from there, we can also write this one, W, as a set again. And to do so, we only need to put W is equals to, we put the curly braces and then we list the elements which we had noted here as X 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The empty set is a set with no elements. So for example, if I write W is equals to curly braces without anything, I just mean W is an empty set. We use this symbol here to represent the empty set, or you can also write it as W is equals to, then put the current braces. And note that here it is not a must be W. It can be another number, it can be NBC or another thing you want to represent the set with. But if you don't want to use the current braces, you can replace them with this symbol. So it will be W is equals to this symbol here. You put it here instead of the curly braces. That's it for this lesson. Let us meet in the next lesson, lesson 2, where we're going to talk about subsets and supersets.